Is Kyle Dubas on the hot seat?
Let's talk about it.
It's Crosby. Crosby on Trinidad side. Penguins win it! Sees part for Crosby to the goal. He scores!
Buckle up, baby. Are you kidding me?
And on Fade, the shot, he scores! Here's Crosby with a burst of speed up the middle. Gets open and scores!
They're a collective.
Andy Kyoto is beating Minamaki's brains in. What a show!
The Pittsburgh Penguins have made moves on our break for the past 2 months. It's been quiet, but the Pittsburgh Penguins have done some things, some trades, some signings, and we're going to talk about it. What we're going to do in this video is we're going to break down the additions, the subtractions, what we liked, what we didn't like, and we want to hear from you. So with that, let's get started.
All right, and starting off with our additions, we have 2 forwards in Justin Brazeau and Anthony Mantha. And then for our defensemen, we have 3 that we got through signing and 1 that we obtained via trade. The signings were Alexander Alexiev, Caleb Jones, and Parker Witherspoon. And then the trade, we got Matt Dumba via trade from the Dallas Stars. And then also via trade, we got a goaltender. Separate trade. Want to preface that?
Yeah,
separate
not the same trade.
Not the same
Different
trade.
trade.
Separate trade. Vancouver. We got Arturs Silovs.
Nailed it. Nailed
Okay,
it.
goaltender. Arturs Silovs.
Yeah. Not bad. That's a good list. On a list on its own, you're like, okay, yeah, could it have
It's not
better
much.
names? Could it be better names? Could it be longer? Perhaps. But here's what we got rid of to make room for those guys. Forward, Chase Stillman. We lost him in a trade. P.O. Joseph. We lost him just because he signed somewhere else. If you didn't know, we traded for him last trade deadline, last season. So he used to be on the team. We let him walk. He signed with the St. Louis Blues. We made a trade for him mid-season, and now we're letting him walk once again. Defenseman Vladislav Kolichunik. We lost him in a trade. And then, of course, our goaltender, Alex Nedeljkovic. We lost him in a trade. And Artur Silovs is the replacement for Nedeljkovic. So those are the notable subtractions, notable additions. Now, Josh and I, we're gonna break down. Josh, what did you like? Give me one that you really liked, and then I'll give you one that I liked, and then we'll go with what we didn't like, talk about it, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I like 2. I'm stealing 2. I know you said just 1, but
Okay.
the one that I like is just going to just touch on real quickly. It's a fan favorite. It wasn't in our notable additions just because he was on our team last year. So it's Phil Tomasino. I like the way he played last year.
You went off
I
script.
felt like
I like it.
I
You did
like
go off-
yeah.
yeah, I like it.
Yep.
I like it.
I know. Sorry. I like that we're bringing him back. He's young.
Yeah.
He's fast. He can score. Hopefully he takes that next step and then possibly earn a bag from there. But got a nice little increase in his pay for re-signing with us for a year. But looking forward to see him next season. But my actual good move that I like is the trade to obtain Arturs Silovs, if I'm saying his name correctly. Like I said, we got him in a trade. We gave up Stillman and a 4th-round pick, but I like that he's 24.
In 2027. In 2027. Just
fair enough. Yep, 2027 4th-round pick. But I like that he's 24. He's young, but also not like a prospect young. So he's NHL ready. He's young enough where he'll be able to sit behind Jari. And I know I don't know how much that's going to be beneficial for him, but I do like that he's there essentially as an emergency backup and not so much as a fringe starter. You know, hopefully giving that confidence to Jari, saying, okay, you're the top dog. Go take that mantle again. And I know I'm a broken record. I'm a Jari truther. I get it. But this is why I like this trade. But at the same time, it's a 2-for-1. You know, you build in that depth as backup goaltender, but at the same time, also hopefully elevating your top goaltender to the mantle of what he should be as our top goalie in the NHL.
Yeah, I think first of all, I like the Tomasino one. I think that is really good. I agree with you. I think Tomasino had his moments on a very sucky team. So I do appreciate Tomasino. I think he fits really well with the Penguins. I can't wait to see what he does next season, or this season, I should say. But Artur Silovs, I honestly disagree. I don't think he is in any competition. I think the reason why we obtained him is because we don't want competition.
Correct. That's what I mean.
No, I'm saying like he's going to go to the AHL. I think this is Blomqvist. This is Blomqvist's spot in the NHL. And I think this is just a year for Blomqvist to learn behind Jari, if that is the route that we're taking with Jari. The season has not started yet. There could still be a move where Jari does not make the NHL team and he is sent down to Wilkes-Barre. That could possibly happen. Now, I don't think there's a competition in the sense of, hey, who's going to be the goaltender? Is Jari? No, I think Jari's always going to be in Pittsburgh. I think it's about who's going to come up and back him up, and I think they already have their answer in Blomqvist. Nedeljkovic caused competition. I think Nedeljkovic caused this opportunity for who's going to be the goaltender. Like Josh said, he is top dog when it comes to Tristan Jari, although we may not like it. Josh is a truther. I am a denier. I think Tristan Jari should not be on the Pittsburgh Penguins, but this move proves to elevate Blomqvist, have him kind of take more NHL reps, maybe have goalie 1, goalie 1A, goalie 1B situation going to this upcoming season, have Blomqvist have a little more reps, because God knows we're not making the playoffs. So it's just let's have him take some reps, get some shots on under his belt, make sure it's not pressure driven, because if you recall last season, Blomqvist was put in a position where it was, hey, we need you to do well. And if you're not going to do well, then we're going to go in a frenzy. And that's kind of what it felt like. I'm sure he felt that pressure last season. This season, no pressure whatsoever. We're not going to make the playoffs. So go out there, prove that you could be a franchise goaltender. And I think the trade to get Nedeljkovic out and to bring Silovs in is evidence of elevation of Blomqvist.
Okay. Fair enough.
Just saying.
Fair enough. Just
saying.
I won't delay the podcast any longer and try to counter argue your argument. So I'm just going to let you just.
No, I mean, it's good. Do you have a response to that?
No, I fully understand where you're coming from, but I feel like bringing Blomqvist up with Silovs here, I don't know. I guess I see your argument as like a third competitor to Blomqvist and Murashov, because those two essentially were everyone's ideal candidates to be in Pittsburgh if we were to get rid of one, if not both, of our goaltenders. So I fully understand where you're coming from. I see it. I just think Blomqvist and Murashov, I think, are going to be the AHL guys, and that's just where I see it. I could be completely wrong.
Murashov and Blomqvist, and it's Silovs and Jari in the NHL. Interesting.
Correct. Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know if that's how it's going to shake down. That's what I think is going to play out, what my suggestion was. But I'm truthfully, in the back of my mind, hoping that Jari gets dealt or Jari gets moved.
Yeah, fair enough.
And there's a lot of people still on the questionable list to get dealt before the season even starts. Carlson's name is being thrown out. Rust, Raquel's. There are a lot of names that we're kind of moving pieces. So Jari could be in the mix with that. I know Dubas is not going to give us anything, so he's not going to say, "Oh yeah, Jari's gone." But he also said Nedeljkovic is going to compete, and then we dealt him. So don't listen to anything Kyle Dubas says when it comes to Jari. We may move him. We don't know. And we moved Nedeljkovic for like a 4th-round draft pick, I'm pretty sure. So was it a 4th-round draft? 3rd-round draft pick.
It was a 3rd round. 2028 3rd-round pick.
So, I mean, if he did that for Nedeljkovic, I mean, just imagine what he'll do for Jari. So I'm just saying, don't close your mind to the possibilities of Tristan Jari getting dealt. But I'm going to have to go to my pick, all right? So this is going to be my good move. And my good move, I'm going to throw a curveball to Josh because Josh, literally was arguing with me about this, which is the Matt Dumba trade.
Wow.
So the Matt Dumba, getting him from
I'll give you your
Dallas.
space.
Yes. So I mean, you can argue. I disagreed with it at first because I was like, why are we taking on a contract? And then, what are we doing? He's old. That's not the direction the Penguins are going in. Clearly, we're trying to get young, faster. We're in a rebuild. Bringing in Matt Dumba is not going to help the Pittsburgh Penguins get even remotely close to either a Stanley Cup or Gavin McKenna. So what's the point of doing this move? And at first, I was very opposed of this trade. I was very mad and angry. But to be fair, the trade that kind of helped us is that it's a 2028 2nd-round pick, and it deals away Kolyachuk because the Penguins had no idea what the heck to do with Kolyachuk. We had no idea what to do with him, and we still don't. I mean, we got rid of him. That's great, but at least Matt Dumba knows his role, which is a low-level defenseman right now. So, cool. Matt Dumba becomes, maybe, if anything, the 2nd-line defenseman. Maybe. Yeah. And then we get a 2028 2nd-round pick, which we definitely are going to flip that bad boy around. Kolyachuk finds a home in Dallas, which is great. We get Matt Dumba, and we take a contract off Dallas hands. Does that leave the door open for future trades? Does that door leave good faith for a new trade partner? Because I'll take that. And that's where my mind is. At first, I'm like, Matt Dumba, 2 thumbs down. No, thank you. That contract, doo-doo. No, thank you. But then I'm like, okay, it's for 1 year. Okay, let's just be very clear. It's almost 5,000. I wish it was 5,000. $5 million for 1 year. Now that is pretty high for a crappy defenseman, but at least he knows his role, and we get a good contract, good trade, a good what is it? A draft pick. I don't know why I couldn't come up with that. Good draft pick in return, and it opens the door for a trade partner in the future because that's good faith. When you take on a crappy contract, Dallas is going to remember that.
Yes.
At the trade deadline. If we're going to do anything at the trade deadline, I know before you hit the keyboard, we're not even in a place to trade for anything at the trade deadline. I know. But
that's debatable.
It opens the door because now Dallas is like, well, Pittsburgh's willing to deal. Pittsburgh's willing to answer the phone. They took on the Dumba contract. So maybe. And they're taking a risk on Kolyachuk. So all that to be said, I think it's overall a decent trade, but the possibility makes it my best.
Yeah.
addition.
That's fair. I feel very proud right now. Feel very elated because I feel like I persuaded Louie on that. Because the day of that trade, day after that trade, month after that trade, Louie kept bringing that trade up as idiot, worst idea ever. I thought we were tanking. Well, if we're not tanking, I thought we were supposed to get better. This doesn't do either of those things. I had to make him come around to it. I feel very good about that. That makes me
2
very
months
happy.
does a lot for a person, I think.
Yeah,
2-month break
that's fair.
does a lot.
That's fair.
God knows how I'm going to react during this offseason when we're just losing. But right now I still have my sanity. Josh, your bad move. Your bad move. The one that you don't think. Go, take it away.
It's a general move. It's not a one specific move, and that's not making the defense better. Okay, there's now a lot of moving parts with the defense. Okay, we mentioned we lost P.O. Joseph, Koliachunik. Okay, those are two guys who were rotational in the defensive pairing. We also currently have not re-signed Matt Grzelcyk. So he's currently a free agent. So let's not have him in that conversation, even though I do think it would be smart to bring him back. Bring him back on a cheap deal. I mean, even the same deal that he had last year, which I think was only $2.5 million. I think that would be fine. But hey, I don't like talking about other people's money. However, bringing him in would make our defense better. It would add the competition to it. Okay, Matt Dumba, you can make the argument. Maybe it made it better. I don't know. We can have that conversation for another day. Sure. However, I know this is going to be like kind of counter to my bad move being not making the defense better, but like I feel like you left meat on the table here by not getting rid of Erik Karlsson's contract. So by not getting rid of Erik Karlsson in his contract, you couldn't really make the moves you wanted to make the defense better. Now, that's all well and good right now. I mean, we're talking, early September. I believe this was about when that Erik Karlsson trade happened. It was in September.
Year. Yeah, well, 2 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. So who knows? It can happen again, and in return, we can now make some moves to make the defense better. But I just felt like the defense was lacking last year, and that was a big part in a lot of our losses. And
I mean, that's an understatement, but yes.
Yes. And it felt like nothing was done to improve it. It's pretty much the same, if not worse. And I know for the last 2 years, I've been preaching they just need time to gel. They need that cohesion. It's going to take time. Now, if we keep Karlsson and we go another year with it, then maybe this will be that third year where they have had the last 2 years to gel. Not so much.
Maybe Matt Dumba is the missing piece, Josh.
Maybe he's the linchpin. Maybe Matt Dumba's the linchpin that we needed to kind of put them over the top. Who knows? But
over the top.
My bad move is kind of a bad analogy of needing to improve the defense, but there wasn't enough moves, I should say, for the defense to get better.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. I mean, the defense is obviously, it's a lot of moving around. That was something I stated last season, kind of during the trade. It's like, we're doing a whole lot of nothing. Like, nothing is substantial. And I kind of got a lot of slack. I got a lot of, not hate, but
pushback?
Pushback maybe is the best word for it. When I was kind of upset that the Vegas Golden Knights were like all over Mitch Marner, and I was like, man, we didn't do anything. Like, we couldn't, like we didn't try to get in on that a little bit Now, granted, I know he's going to do whatever gets him the most money and all that, blah 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 blah. I know, but I'm just saying, like, man, Kyle Dubas couldn't bring in a big name, couldn't try to give the illusion that we're going to go for the cup, something. And yeah, it's just been a whole lot of nothing. It's been a whole lot of nothing. But I'm very interested to see the next couple weeks, especially this whole month of September, what he's going to do, because now it's up. It's now it's the time to do something. So I'm excited to see that, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But I will have to say my bad move, Josh, is the goaltending. Even though I kind of talked about it, I never said I liked it. Here's the problem. Alex Nedeljkovic wasn't the problem. And
Fair.
I feel like he kind of got the short end of the stick when he got dealt for a third-round pick. I mean, I feel like he could have got... If we were going to deal him, you should have done it earlier. I feel like, you should have got a little bit more. I'm not saying you're going to get like a massive return, but when he was hot for the Penguins, and for the audio listeners, I did quotations around hot. When he was hot, you could have got more for him. Instead, you let the fire burn out.
Quick interjection there. We needed him at that time.
No,
Jari was...
I know, but you could have
Poo-poo.
forced Blomqvist's hand to kind of come up and do it. Anyway, regardless, I think we could have dealt him, because we were at the deadline. We could have done more, and maybe that was the issue. But I get why we kept him. Okay, I understand all aspects and all perspectives of keeping Alex Nedeljkovic, but to deal him in the offseason because we're stuck with Jari is kind of a two-step backwards, one-step forward situation. It's kind of like we're still in the red. So what was that then? I get it. Maybe Silovs is the answer in the maybe something that could help us, but we're trying to get younger. We're trying to get ourselves in this position to win eventually. I would have done the opposite. I would have kept Nedeljkovic, got rid of Jari. You would have had Nedeljkovic go. And listen, I don't care if we got a 2029 7th round draft pick for Jari. I mean, I don't care. Get him off the roster. It's not a big salary cap hit, but it's a problem that we don't need to think about. And I think that might be it'd be worth more to have less to worry about. I mean, Nedeljkovic was only on a 2-year contract. Let's not forget about that. And he already served one.
An expiring deal.
Yeah, it would be a 1-year additional. So it would have been perfect situation for us. I know the answer. No one wanted Jari. I get it. I'm aware of the answers. Once again, I understand all the perspectives, but if I'm taking a look at this list, I'm like, Nedeljkovic wasn't it. Nedeljkovic was not the problem, and I feel like he got punished for showing any kind of emotion throughout this season. So that would have to be my pick. Josh, your response?
Yeah, no, I get it. I don't really have a true response, because the only thing I was going to say was that, trading someone takes two. You need a partner. Yeah. And if there was no interest in Jari out there, then there's no shot. There's no need to trade Jari.
True.
It's just not going to happen, because you're definitely not going to buy him out. So at this point, what's the next option? And that's to trade Nedeljkovic. And I think that's probably the avenue it went down, is that they pursued all options with Jari. Is it logical to do a buyout? No. Okay, so if that's the case, let's see the market. Market is dead. All right, so we're stuck with him. How do we go from here? And then it's like, okay, well, Nedeljkovic is now on an expiring contract. He's, I think, 30 now. Like, how do we get better in this department? I don't think he's the answer
Yeah.
let's try and find something else. And they went through that option of, do we buy him out? No, I think there's a market. Okay,
Yeah,
there is.
Let's just get rid of him.
Let's deal him. So, I mean, it is what it is. To be honest, as much as I like Jari, we're going to have to deal with him, which is a horrible way to look at this.
That's exactly what it is.
But this time of year is the time of year where you get excited for everyone. I mean, I just talked about Erik Karlsson being traded, but in the same breath, if we keep him, I'm looking forward to that second power play unit that he's going to be, quarterbacking. I'm going to look forward to him hopefully gelling with Letang finally, and
hopefully
being that duo in the defensive unit that we've been dying to see for the last 2.5 years. So
I get it, but we don't have an official team to get excited for yet. I'm waiting until October 5th
after the training camp and all that,
the preseason. Let me get excited about what's in front of me, not what's a hypothetical. So
fair.
Yeah, right? I think that's the best thing. So those were our picks. Those were our good picks. Those were our bad picks. Josh, what was your good picks?
Yeah, my good picks were trading for goaltender Silovs and bringing back Phil Tomasino.
And your bad?
My bad was not improving the defense as a whole.
And mine was acquiring. My good one was acquiring a defenseman, Matt Dumba. And my bad pick was trading away Alex Nedeljkovic. But we want to hear what you think. Put your comments down below wherever you're watching. If you're watching on TikTok, you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, wherever. I want to know what you think. So put your comments down below. Am I wrong? Is Josh wrong? Who knows? Let's talk about it. Let's build this community up rather than tear it down. We will see you guys in the next episode. Josh, as always,
let's go Pens.
It's Crosby on Trinity shot. Penguins win it!
Buckle up, baby. Are you kidding me? They're a collective.